Hi, I'm Stephanie Watson, and this is Word Slingers. In Word Slingers, we shine a light on the creative writing process and hopefully give you some ideas for how to move your writing practice forward. I bet you're wondering right now why I'm wearing this big heavy chain, and I'm gonna tell you, I promise, in just a second, but first I want to confess something to you. I am a quitter. During my 15-year career as a writer, I have quit a lot of projects. You know, some stories just I can't find my way through them and I turn my back on them. Others, half-baked books, they might end up in a desk drawer. Quitting is a substantial part of my writing life, but so is beginning again. Okay, well, let's say that you're a quitter too. How do you begin again? How do you start writing after years or maybe just months or days of not writing? In order to start writing again, you need to let go of your creative past. And we all have a creative past. Remember in A Christmas Carol, Jacob Marley, that's Scrooge's friend, Scrooge McDuck if you like that version. He shows up in Scrooge's bedroom and he's wearing this big heavy set of chains, and it's made up of all the mean things that he's done to people during his life. Well, we as artists, we also wear a big heavy chain everywhere we go, but ours is made up of all of the successes and failures that we've had as writers. We carry that around. Maybe your chain link looks like, oh, here's a story that I started and then abandoned. Here's my 5th grade teacher who told me I have a lot of potential and I feel the weight of having to live up to that. Here's a grant I applied for and I didn't get. Or maybe here's a book that became a bestseller and I made $1 bazillion and now everybody's waiting for the next brilliant book. All of this history weighs us down, and it could be positive or negative, but it weighs us down when we sit down to write. None of that stuff is helpful when you're trying to just focus on the story at hand. So, the secret, starting again after quitting, is to take off your creative past and just let it drop, okay? And while we're letting things drop, let's also drop the shame of quitting. I've already told you that I'm a really big quitter. And I consider myself a professional writer. So if you too are a really big quitter, you're in good company, you're not behind, you're right where you need to be to start writing again. Maybe you have a project in mind that you'd like to restart, one of those books tucked deep into a drawer that you can pull out. But if you don't have something like that, I have a little project that you can start. I'll give you an exercise. This exercise comes from Julie Fogliano, who is the award-winning author of the children's picture books, And Then It's Spring, and If You Want to See a Whale. And what she recommends is writing one observation every day for a month. She actually did it for a year, but let's try a month. So every day you write down one little thing, and it doesn't have to be anything long, just one little sentence, one image that struck you as interesting or special or strange or funny. So I keep this little notebook nearby just so I'm ready to jot down my observation for the day. I'm going to read one to you. A boy ran by me with a backpack that was making a hollow metallic clanking noise like a big metal box with 1 penny inside it. He looks at me and then he runs away. Some of these ideas might continue to just live in your notebook and go no further, but who knows, some of them might spark a story or a novel, a children's picture book, an essay, a memoir. This exercise is about noticing what you notice and tuning in to your unique taste. So if you're stuck and ready to get started again, give this a try and let us know how it goes in the comments.